Make una clear these people for forest, and anybody that is still telling you people to continue to negotiate with these terror people, make una clear the joiner, make una clear the Gumi, clear all of the joiner, because it is so obvious that these people, they are really the sponsors of these people. You understand? Even the Sultan of Sokoto have said this before, that when you fight Boko boys, you fight Allah. So what is they try to tell us? So Nigerian government and all the new chief of staff make una do una job. Anybody that want to stop you, not to clear these people from the forest, that want to tell you people to negotiate with these people, according to Gumina, make una clear those people, join the terror people for forest. Because most of you, the northern elders, the northern emirs, the northern leaders, most of you people, you are most of the problem where this country gets all till now. Jews, they do what you una do. Make una allow them go. Now, those people were not so powerful. They're not go again. Now, they are not destabilizing innocent people. We don't get 1 naira to offer. How we say now, una, they cash, if for even good.
How can a human, somebody that's supposed to have brain, be saying that the only way you would make peace with the person that wants you dead, for you doing no wrong, is to negotiate? You are definitely going to negotiate by surrendering your life. Sheikh Gumi and his likes is the only evidence that Nigeria government are complicit. They cannot deny it now. See, you see the Nigeria DSS. Gumi is also an evidence that you guys are toothless when it comes to securing, when it comes to going after those that threaten the peace and security of the country. Sheikh Gumi, the mouthpiece of terrorists. This is the same terrorists you are looking for. See, Sheikh Gumi, America is not Nigeria. I think every average Nigeria, the ordinary man on the street of Nigeria today, want America to go ahead with their plan in Nigeria. Because I think I spoke to 1 or 2 persons on the street, even more. Some persons on the street, as I try to know what they think about America intervention in Nigeria. And I was telling them what the consequences is most likely to be like. And they tell me to not be different from what they've been passing through. Which is a fact. If America is coming to kill all Nigerians, that's the same thing Bandit has been doing to us. They've just been gradual on it. If they are coming to steal our resources, the bandit and the bandit in the forest and the bandit in government have always been stealing our resources. So America will not be coming to do anything new. So let them come. Those that are scared should tell the world what they are scared of. People are no now. Sheikh Gumi is an evidence that Nigeria's security agency, the law enforcement agency, are all complicit in the insecurity in Nigeria. It is that simple. Because if not madness, how can a man continuously speak in the defense of the enemy of the states? Terrorists should be classified as enemies. So if they are not, then what are we talking about? So I laugh at those people telling the United States of America. I watch Yes on Wiki on channels. I'll be on channels. Speaking like, see, I don't just know how to call that man. You want America to come and support Nigeria. In what sense?
It's a shame that a man like Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is the one that advises us on national security. On that interview, this man opened his mouth to say, kidnapping children is a lesser evil because at the end of the day, the villagers or the government will negotiate with the bandits. And the bandits are now very, very careful with human lives. And he went on to say that kidnapping children is a lesser evil. Because before now, when the bandits go into a town, they ransack the whole town. And at the end of the day, the town people or the government gets like 100 pied bodies. But today, it's better, it's a lesser evil that they go to a school and kidnap school children. Pata government's going to negotiate with them and they'll be careful with children, with the school children's life. These are people that advises us on national security. These are the people that thousands and millions of Nigerians rally around and listen to when they give advice concerning national issues in Nigeria. But then, what do you expect from a country that give peace deal to bandits and terrorists and bring them back and deploy them back into the state's army? What do you expect from that kind of country? What do you expect from a country that the people are being fired every day?
I think most of the Islamic clerics in the north are the very bane of the problem that the north is facing. The religious intolerance that is persistent in the north are caused by them. And I say this because they instill a certain protective consciousness in Muslims in the north that Islam is being attacked and they have to fight to protect it, even if it means laying down their lives, even if it means paying the ultimate price. That is it. Now, Sheikh Gumi, in his words, if I heard him correctly in that interview, he said that America is coming to attack Islam in Nigeria. That is far from the truth. That's false and it's an audacious lie. Donald Trump said they are coming to wipe out terrorists. He mentioned specifically terrorists. So if Donald Trump is coming to America to wipe out terrorists, and by implication you say they are coming to wipe out Islam or Muslims in Nigeria, does that connote that Muslims in Nigeria are all terrorists? That is the immediate connotation one should assert to such a statement. You see, that we have tolerated this menace for this long doesn't mean we have come to abide by it and see it as a mainstay, as something we should now see as a culture. No. If taking of lives and annihilating people have become a way of life in the North, it's not so with us. The truth is this, that it has only become a problem to the North because Muslims in the North are also being attacked. And let us get it straight. The only Muslims that are being attacked are those who don't like the methodology and operation of the radical ones. I can tell you today that if 500 Christians are unalived somewhere, it doesn't involve any single Muslim. I can tell you that there will be secret applause from some core Muslim fanatics in the North. Some even pop their feet in high and shout Allahu Akbar, wala ankash arna, ankash arna. I live in the North, so I know what I'm saying. I'm not making things up. They've unalived infidels. The fact that religious clerics can instill in people's mind to regard life as takeables, as dispensable, life as dispensable, is a great threat to the national consciousness of Nigeria. Last time I checked, as a cleric, the very fundamental purpose of religion is to steer man into the righteous way of life. It's to steer man to respect life. It's to steer man to become another brother's keeper. Any deviation from that becomes a cult. Religion is not supposed to be destructive. Religion is not supposed to brew hate. But in the case of Nigeria, some Islamic clerics are agents and merchandisers of hate. I can tell you that I was traveling in a bus from Enugu down to Jos, and somebody was talking, and Nelson said, "Wallahi, arna." I told him, "Kai ne gamande ka dalang achiki mota nambana so achi kare kira ko ene arniana." He was saying that unbeliever. I said, "Please, I'm in this bus. I don't want you to use that word unbelievers in this bus again. Otherwise, this journey will not go well." And he stopped. You see, it's just that Nigeria is a lawless country that people like this are supposed to be arrested, jailed. If you are a cleric, whether pastor, bishop, imam, or sheikh, and your purpose as a cleric is to brew hatred into people, cause chaos, you should be rotting behind bars. If your religious practice does not bring about emulating consciousness of people, brotherhood, love, peace, you should be behind bars. America is not coming to attack Islam in Nigeria. America is coming to attack strong base of terrorism, which can metamorphose into basis for attack on America. America is protecting its own interest. For me, I welcome their coming 100%. I don't support the annihilation of anybody, irrespective of his tribe, race, or religion. I love Muslims, I love Christians. But if by abiding to your faith, you are going to cause mayhem to other peace-loving Nigerians, then you have to be taken out. I don't care whether if you are a Christian, if you become a menace, you should be taken out. If you are a Muslim and you become a menace, you should be taken out. There's no sentiment about this. We have lived with this for too long, and it's time it ended. It is time this thing stopped. If it's going to take America to end it, let it end. And if you think you are strong enough to fight America, We will leave you guys to fight them. But I tell you that America don't make empty promises. If they say they're coming, they should come. And I welcome them wholeheartedly.
You see this man called Gumi. Gumi is a very well-known terrorist sympathizer in Nigeria. Today, he came out to say that America, Donald Trump, should not interfere in Nigerian business. That in Nigeria, they negotiate with terrorists. How does that sound in the ear, negotiating with terrorists? Very diabolical. In a sane society, men like Gumi should be arrested.
I've been going to see how we can pacify these people and redirect them because they are human beings.
And it makes me wonder, what is his connection with this terrorist? He has also been pictured with this terrorist. He's a Muslim cleric. Because I don't understand how a civilian like Gumi is negotiating with terrorists. In a sane society, men like Gumi should be arrested. Terrorism is not a joke. Human life, say, is at risk. Do you know what he also said? He said that if the US intervenes, that these terrorists will go on a killing spree in Nigeria, that they're everywhere. That means as a Nigerian, you should be scared because why are terrorists littered everywhere? Everywhere. It's something to be concerned about. As a Nigerian, don't say that, oh, this doesn't concern you. It should concern you because why are terrorists littered everywhere? There should not be any room for terrorist sympathizing in this country. Do you know the interesting thing is that Gumi's son is a Nigerian army. Now tell me how the son of a terrorist sympathizer will shoot at a terrorist.
Hi, welcome back. I know many of you now don't they see the results of waiting we did let you guys know before. You know, this Sheikh Gumi, thank God for how everything now is happening because we just discovered today that the court now have now invited Sheikh Gumi to come to meet them because of his recent statement towards this genocide of a thing. You know, this man, it is not today, so like we are not even supposed to be talking of arresting this Sheikh Gumi of a man today because he has been doing all this thing for so long. He's been doing it for a long time. Though thank God for how everything now start happening. Because if you carefully understand how the recent statement, it's okay, just did a meet for over past 3 days now, you know, say this man really get hand for all this issue going on in both the north and the south. Because anybody will be so keen hand no day for any type of this thing. There is no way he go like get that boldness, get that agility to keep coming out to let us know that all this issue, this and that. You even get one of in clips where it's okay we see where they talk say even the Boko Haram and the terrorists they are human. He say that even though you want to eliminate them, you need to hear from them first. According to him, they see people where it's okay with the things say they be our clerics, they be our leaders. You see, that is how we let you guys know the other time that you see the relationship where it's okay the south there with the north. Now be the most problem, and now be the thing where it's okay in the cause problem where we say they go on because if to say there's no relationship like that between the south and the north, this issue where it's okay it go happen for north where Sheikh Gumi or any northern clerics will come pull out if you know the. But this relationship we every one of us don't get, it don't make them they use that opportunity. Who calls the relationship? Now British, you know, say when Britain they want to do this thing, don't be everybody agree because most of these people, most of the forefathers from the south, they know how the result was going to be. So most of them were against it, but they forced them to be in a relationship with him not. And that relationship, you guys can see how everything is now going now. Although if this insecurity, we know that many people will be okay, they come for government, they try when it comes to insecurity, but you see those elements in the north will be okay that they claim to have known more than anybody, and then the people will be say that they escalate, that they make this thing go far because they know what make anything like insecurity stop. This insecurity will be say okay, most of them they push them so that most of us wey be say okay we citizen go dey reason and say na person wey be say okay in the control na him dey do well. That is what they normally do. That is the same thing wey be say okay they do to Jonathan wey made them comot Jonathan that time. If you know the tactics wey be say okay they take comot Jonathan, you go know say these people from the north they are very very wicked. They don't sympathize with anybody. They don't have any human sympathy in them. That is what they are known for. Although I would like to give you some space for you to hear what others have to say. Maybe when they finish, we come back. Thank you.
The first set of people to go down in Donald Trump list should be those people who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Their sponsors should be the first on the list to go down. It won't matter who the people are, no matter how highly placed they are, sir. Bring them down. Bring all of them down. I'm sure you have done your diligence. You have all the intelligence to know the people who are responsible for insecurity in Nigeria, those sponsoring them. If you bring their sponsors down, you would have reduced the power of terrorists in Nigeria to a large extent. While bringing their food soldiers down, also bring those sponsoring them down equally, simultaneously. Because even those terrorists that have been arrested by Nigerian soldiers, they have been freed in the name of repentant Boko Haram by the Nigerian federal government, and they have been reintegrated into the society, not just into the society but into the Nigerian military. Some terrorist that was arrested by the Nigerian soldiers has now been added to the Nigerian military. Hence, we cannot differentiate who is the terrorist and who is Nigerian soldier as it stands today. Because when the terrorists are doing videos, you will see people in Nigerian army uniform. You see them in the same gathering. So we really cannot differentiate who is Nigerian soldiers, who are the genuine Nigerian soldiers, and who are with the terrorist group. Hence, we are asking you to do your due diligence as the United States President. Please, sir, do your diligence to know the actual sponsor, which I am convinced you already know. Go after them, take them down one by one. Take the soldiers down and their sponsors. The terrorists that are doing the mayhem, that are in the bush, take them down. Simultaneously take their sponsors down. This is very, very important, sir. This is the only thing that can bring a lasting peace to this country. This is the truth. Nigerians are waiting for you with open arms. We are even ready to contribute our little quotas to support your soldiers. In any way they want us to support them, we are willing to. That's the truth. We are willing to. It is very important that your boys come into this country. Do not wait for the news that Nigerian government is going to say to you. They are going to lie to you and tell you nothing is happening in Nigeria. There is no genocide. Meanwhile, there is actually genocide. Even Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the first whistleblower that drew the attention of the United States government that Christians are being slaughtered. In as much as I know that it is not only Christians that is being slaughtered, but Nigerians are being slaughtered in huge numbers. And this is very, very bad because the Nigerian government has completely neglected their primary responsibility. Sir, come to our rescue. We can't wait to have your soldiers down here in Nigeria, sir. We are waiting.
We know that you don't hear waiting all these people now don't talk concerning this Sheikh Gumi matter. You know, this Sheikh Gumi issue no be today. We talk although I don't know why be say okay northern clerics they see this country like say okay this country belong to them than any other person staying in the south. I don't know why we say okay them they normally reason them. Their own reasoning is always like that. We don't know why it's like that anytime. This issue of Trump coming to this nation, we don't normally know say okay he's not coming to buy any Muslim or coming to buy any Christian. He's just coming to flush all the terrorists out. But why is he now pinning those clerics claiming that they are good in the north? If you know how northern clerics, they normally do their thing, you go know say okay really the day behind this issue going on, because since where this matter don't start, I'm not sure say okay Sheikh Gumi don't sleep, he never sleeps since that time. It's okay this issue starts, he never sleep or think of anything. He just online saying that maybe they sympathize with the terrorists buying people. He just did the advise the president that May they keep negotiating with these people. You even get one of him clips like that where in drop when the talk say even as in this so Boko Haram and people be okay that they kidnap, instead that they don't calm down. Say before they know they kidnap, they go alone. Instead that before if they want to kidnap, they buy people. Now we see the talk. Why oh my now everything is reducing based on say they only carry people for ransom. You know, this Sheikh and I don't know within his name be. I don't want to know his name again because he don't tell. Why we did tell una say okay make una keep bring your own matter come up so that government go feel look into this matter because he don't too much for this nation. He don't too much. He don't take where them from that north. They behind all this thing. All this them Ali, Sheriff and all these people will be so okay that they call their name saying and then be the people where they behind this thing. You never get one day where be say okay they don't make any attempt on getting those guys down. That's just it. That is why they keep coming out to like saying all this thing. Although I'd like to give you some space to drop what is on your mind. If you have anything to say, make you drop it below. Thank you.